radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Sagittarius for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Sag placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my free radio show. It is also in the description. Just by adding me on there, you are automatically entered into any giveaway that I do, so that's also cool. But other than that, Sag, let's see what's going on for you. Messages for Sagittarius. Ooh, we got the wolf and the frog, two very powerful energies in terms of spirit animals. Ooh, and the fox. This is a very interesting energy that I'm getting. All right, let's get right into it. Let's start with the wolf. Loyal, alert, and playful. You're being guided to lead by example. Be kind, compassionate, and have unconditional love towards yourself and others. Access your inner brilliance. Utilize your infinite power. Break free from any limiting paradigms as you begin to walk on your new path. So, the thing about wolves is even though they're, powerhouses, compared to like a Siberian husky, if you have a husky, you know that huskies are very much so more aggressive than actual wolves. And wolves are actually less dangerous than huskies because they're less temperamental. Then again, they most likely have more power, so that's kind of debatable. But the point is, you know, you're being called to tap into this playful energy. You guys are able to be playful these days, Sagittarius, because you're so sure of yourself and because you've built such a solid foundation. That's the number one point that we can't miss out on here. The reason that you're so playful and optimistic, and it's not even like super bubbly and lighthearted, it's just like because your energy is pleasant. You know, your energy is pleasant because you've allowed yourself to really work on the things that you've needed to work on. So now you're being called to have unconditional love for others because Sag, I see you kind of looking out at your friends, people you know, reflected around you, and they may be a little bit annoyed by your temperament. They may be a little bit annoyed that you seem to be enjoying life more than they are, and for the most part it's because they're just not in the space that you're in. So you're being called to tap into unconditional love, to continue to love yourself, but also to love others, because people are looking at you like, well, you're so happy, and they may be lashing out at that. So just kind of do for you for now. We have the frog, impulse, adaptivity, and voice. You're being guided to jump over any obstacles and embrace change in your life. Truth has an expiration date, and the time is now to speak your new truths. Show the world your voice, acknowledge your desires, and leap with faith towards what matters to you. So yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of a solo journey that you're going on here while everyone else is figuring it out. I don't know, tapping into this energy, I feel like you guys are a little ahead of the curve. Like you know what your next move is going to be, or you're in a more optimistic, a more lighthearted, a more pleasant energy than the people around you. It seems like everyone's a drag nowadays, and you're just like, ugh, waiting for people to kind of get off of that energy. So you're kind of going on your own little side quest for some additional happiness right now, and then the universe is saying have unconditional love for the people outside of you because they're just not there, Sag. We have the fox, intuitive, observant, and intellectual. You're being guided to look beyond your shadow side of any relationship. Open your eyes, mind, and heart to the limitless opportunities around you. So regardless of how other people feel, the reason why it's important for you guys to go on this little side quest is because if you spend too much time trying to carry people to where you are, you need to realize you just got there. So they're going to drag you back down to where you just were, that same vibration of unhappiness, unsureness, you know, not being sure of yourself, not being sure of your circumstances moving forward. I feel like you guys have finally reached a plateau, and it's a plateau of happiness. It's good energy. These are good things that are happening for you, Sagittarius. So if you spend too much time around other people, they're going to kind of influence you, and it can, you know, keep you from seeing the opportunities you have around you. And the opportunities you have around you, you've worked for. So we have the giraffe. Optimism, insight, and perspective. You're being guided to stand above the preconceived thoughts of lack. Stay grounded, keep a broad perspective, and appreciate what matters to you. Life is what you make it to be. Begin today to enjoy the process of life. Be spontaneous and allow the world to fascinate you. So, Sag, you may want to consider some solo travel if you can. If you have the coins for it, some solo travel. If you can't, take yourself on a picnic date. Take yourself to the movies. Things are opening up. The movies just opened up in my area. Depending on where you live, you know, things may be opening again. Treat yourself to a nice dinner. Go to a bar. Have a good time. Go somewhere alone. I remember I was invited to, my old job, I was invited to this wedding for this super rich couple. I used to work at a bank, and so the coins were coining, okay? And I went completely alone, and it was the most fun I've ever had in my life. I spent the night in their mansion. I left with 2 bottles of champagne the next morning. It was amazing, and I wouldn't have had that same experience if I had gone with another person, because when you do things with other people or consider other people, it influences your journey, your ability to have fun, whether or not you see all the opportunities. I met so many people that I'm still friends with to this day from that wedding, and it was only like a year ago, but anyways, there is some things coming up, Sag, that are just literally for you, and it's to be experienced alone, because you're the only one who has, like, these opportunities are yours, you know? And I know you want to kind of carry people in, you know, but it's just kind of getting in the way. Okay, so Polar Bear, brave, resourceful, and enduring. You're being guided to ignite your spark for life and triumphantly move forward towards your heart's desires. You possess the emotional and physical strength to navigate any landscape with grace and conviction. So tapping into this energy, this is about being resourceful. This is about being brave, moving forward. And knowing the time that you're experiencing now isn't forever. You won't be here forever. Yeah, definitely a bit of a solo journey here. This is interesting. I'm seeing some travel for a lot of you, which my logical mind tells me, okay, that's kind of unlikely. Some things are open, but not everything. But I'm seeing a lot of travel for Sagittarius. This could be traveling across town. This could be traveling out of state or to another region, or, you know, international. The size of the travel will vary. Definitely going to some new places, being invited to do new things. But in order to take advantage of this energy and truly be in this energy, you have to commit. If you stay surrounded by, you know, the same people you've been surrounded by for a while, if you continue to allow them to influence your journey, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're not going to see these opportunities of getting to travel, etc., because you're not going to be doing the things that would put you in the position to make the connections to do those things, if that makes sense. So, like for an example, if I had went to that party with a friend, then I would have just talked, because I'm a Cancer, so getting me out of my shell is like, if I have to, then I will. But if I don't have to, I probably won't. So if I would have brought a friend, that would have created a safety net, and I wouldn't have met, you know, half of the people that I met that night that are still in my life to this day, that are my friends, you know. Getting out of that group, that herd mentality, kind of going on a little bit of a solo journey is what's happening here. And the opportunities are really surprising, but like I said, the main thing, Sag, is committing. Commitment to this solo journey. Commitment to these opportunities. Ooh. Some of you guys are meeting a new love interest as well. Oh, wow. Oh, this is interesting, child. 2 of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. What I can tell you, Sag, is there's someone in your energy field that you're interested in or you have love for, but you've been giving them time and they haven't gotten it together. So we have the 5 of Coins in reverse and the Knight of Swords. You're like, I'm not going to stay stagnant forever. I'm not going to stay here where I am until the end of time, just to wait for you to get it together. And also, I feel like you've gotten a lot of signs and signals from the universe that you need to kind of, you know, continue on with your journey. Stop waiting for things to develop that haven't shown you any sign or signal that they're going to, because we have the Tower in reverse. So this is an avoided Tower moment. Lucky you. We have the Judgment card because you're answering up to the judgment, to the energy, to the universe's call. You're actually circumventing a Tower moment, which is really cool to see. So we have the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Coins in reverse. It's a little bittersweet. You didn't want to be kind of pushed here. This definitely feels pushed. This definitely feels forced. But because you did say, you know what, okay, I'm going to open myself up to other options and go on this solo journey. Ooh, things are heating up for you. We got the 7 of Cups and the Lovers. So this is honestly a card of having many options, a few options. And these new options are just for you, Sag. So they're like super sweet. Like they're really nice options that you got here. And it's all because you committed to opening up your energy. What I'm saying is, if you have friends, romantic partners, work situations that are bringing you down, every time you hang out with them, it seems like a lackluster experience. You get there, you feel like you don't even want to be there. This is a clear signal that isn't where you should be. And so you honoring that is what's opening you up to these opportunities, which is something I have to reiterate, because a lot of people will, you know, watch tarot readings and then like, okay, well, let's just see what happens. I'll see what happens. And it's like, okay, but there's certain things that have to happen. It's not going to happen if you continue to stay in the spaces that we've already, you know, come to the conclusion won't bring you anything. All of this is a result of the solo journey, just like all the friends that I made and the wonderful experiences that I had at the wedding resulted in me leaving home with 2 bottles of champagne and a bunch of friends. Which I actually think I have that picture still up on my Instagram. It's like way down though. But anyway, so we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords. I want to tell that story so bad, but I'm not going to get off track from your reading. It's a funny story what happened at that wedding. There's a pink background and a word that says wander. If you're looking for the post on my Instagram, you can scroll down and read the story of what happened at that wedding. A lot happened at that wedding. I should tell it as a story time one day. But anyways, a lot of things happen when you go on this solo journey. When you say, I'm the Queen of Swords and I'm going to take the lead, I'm going to follow my intuition with this High Priestess here, a lot can happen very randomly, very serendipitously. And I feel the need to keep coming in with that because, yeah, time for a change. The universe wants to see you in bigger and better spaces, Sag. So there's a little kind of like, and the thing is, you're not even completely leaving these people in the past in the dust, but they need time to kind of grow and evolve on their own because, like I said, Sag is ahead of the curve. Yeah, look, we got time for a change and reunion. So you're gonna, you know, get to see your old friends, your old romantic interests again, and you'll have an opportunity to reconvene. Everyone deserves a second chance, and people can grow and evolve just like you've grown and evolved. So I'm not saying that just because someone isn't good for you now, they won't ever be in the future, but at the same time, you gotta give them that space to do so. Yeah, we have let love in. So in love, you may have kind of hit a wall with your current love offers. So it's time to kind of spread your wings. I feel a lot of fun. Like I said, some travel. Tapping into the energy of someone who's meeting someone famous. That's cool. And having a little rendezvous with them. Yeah, we have stop being bossy and too many cooks in the kitchen. So the universe is like, Sag, stop trying to control this journey. Like, go with the flow. You've been led time after time after time. Like, you've seen all these signs and signals. You're not happy here, or this isn't bringing you anything. It's like every time you go out, something worse happens. And don't allow it to get progressively worse to where it directly affects you and negatively affects you. Just take yourself out of that and start to go on a solo journey. Do things that you like to do alone. We have baby bump and desire like fire. The world wants to see you, experience you, and I feel like you've held someone down or been like hidden in the depths. I don't even know, like for too long. You've just been kind of like MIA. I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for, like ducked off. Desire like fire and baby bump though lets me know there is a lot of fertility in your situation. Also the opportunity to start a new romantic relationship. We had long distance relationship that wanted to come out, but it didn't come out all the way. Not long distance, it was a long-term relationship from the romance deck that wanted to come out, but it didn't come out all the way. But those are the the options you'll have kind of stacked around you once you tap into that Seven of Cups and that Lover's card, the possibility. Once you put yourself out there again. You've kind of been the same person for too long here. We have guard your heart. It's also a protection message I'm getting here. You'll be protecting yourself by getting out of the current spaces that you're in. Let's see. And it's not that someone wants to hurt you necessarily. You'll know that. If that is the case for you, but for most of you, I don't feel like it's that extreme. I feel like it's just, you know, people who haven't done the work, so they're just not where you are. So what you'll experience if you're, you know, in their energy is way less than you'll experience otherwise. Yeah, sensitivity. At the bottom of this one, it says your sensitive feelings are your muse and inspiration for creativity. So the things that you're feeling intuitively, like maybe I should move on, maybe I should open myself up to new opportunities, maybe I should try this, try that. Honor your sensitivity because it means something. It's powerful. You're very intuitive, Sagittarius. Don't knock your own intuition. We have share your art with the world. So there's something that you can share, and I feel like that's you. Like, you know how some people on their Instagram profiles, they have like art. Like if they have like a creator or a business account, like under the category they'll put art, but it's just like pictures of them. That's the tease I'm getting for you guys. For most of you, like, you are the art, you are the muse for a lot of other people, but it has to be at a distance during this time because there's so much for you to gain and they need to catch up. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work is what it says at the bottom of this card. And if you are the art, then it's time for others to be able to experience you as well and give to you. And we have deserving. You deserve it. You deserve more. And, you know, why wouldn't you be able to have more? You absolutely deserve it. You, like all of God's children, deserves happiness, health, and love. Whether you're famous, not famous, an artist, not an artist, regardless of who you are, we are all equal when we're born here, and we make choices to follow our passions and pursue ourselves. And that is what allows people to become famous. And then we put all these high values on them when it's like, oh my God, this person has something special, when really they just tapped into themselves and, you know, refused to stop. And it reflects because people admire other people who tap into self. And you have the opportunity to do that. You have the opportunity to see abundance, maybe some fame if you're an artist or have any sort of art. Or maybe you are the art, but you definitely have something to give to the world, and it will reap. You will be able to reap the benefits of that. So I definitely advise you tap in and tap out from the people that you know now just because they need some space. And that's what I have for you guys. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. It is also in the description. I pull cards for every zodiac sign. We listen to music. It is super fun on there. And that was your spread, Sag. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.